It's Clay Trader. This will be a video chart on ticker symbol DXTR. We'll take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where the green and red line annotations are coming from. And definitely some updates here need to be made as the pullback has continued. And on that note, the chart has lost some of its attractiveness. Now, before you start throwing stones at me, there's a huge difference between being totally ruined and losing some of its attractiveness. Now, for those of you that watched the video from the past couple of days, I'm sure you know exactly where I'm headed with this. But losing attractiveness has to do with this purple line right here, which is the 50-period simple moving average. And as I've said in past videos, as long as the price is up above that purple line, then the bulls are in full control, the bulls are in full health. Well, now you look at it, and the price is no longer above that purple line. The price has dropped below it. Now, to be fair, it's not very far below it, but it's still below it nonetheless. So therefore, you can't sit here and say that the bulls are in full control, full health or anything like that, because the price isn't quite, as pretty as what it was when it was just cruising, up, above that purple line. Again, just because it fell below it, I'm not saying this is headed down to 20 cents tomorrow. Just kind of I'm justifying why exactly I'm saying the chart has lost a little bit of its attractiveness, because I don't want too many stones thrown at me. So hopefully that makes sense. And that also brings about an initial update here that comes from a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as, actually now looking at this, let's just make this a little bit simpler and use the purple line as that key level of resistance, because this is still based on that foundational rule. Levels of support, when they're broken, they tend to act as resistance. And that purple line, not to beat the dead horse anymore, but it had been that level of support, but now that the price is below it, you can see it's already acted as resistance a couple times there, both there and then this afternoon. So that'll be, the short-term kind of public enemy number one is for the price to get back up above the purple line. And then, yeah, you still have 38 cents way up there, but no point in talking any further about 38 cents because that first, step in the right direction is getting itself back up above that purple line there. As far as levels of support are concerned, it's all about the pink line right there. You definitely don't want to see the price falling below that, because that is the very famous 200-period simple moving average, which even if you just have a very basic and surface deep understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of that moving average before, but that's not even being threatened right now, but that it would be the next key overall area of support. So the price is pulled back enough now. It is now, time for the bulls to start to build a higher base, so we'll see if they can get that done and close out the week strong tomorrow. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.